I did accomplish some of my goals, but I did not read a lot this month. I read The Striker by Anna Huang. I did really like this book. This was her first sports romance, and I don't know if that's why I gave it a 4 out of 5, or it's the fact that we have met this character in her other series, and he was a bad boy, but this book was a little lacking. But other than that, the story was great. I still had a lot of fun with it. I liked getting to know these characters in the Aniverse. You already know I am obsessed with the Dirty Air series. I finished up Wrecked by Lauren Asher. This one actually was a bit more emotional than the other books in the series, so I really like that. I felt like it covered a wide variety of real life problems. 5 out of 5. I have no complaints. Daydream by Hannah Grace. This is the next book in the Maple Hill series. I will say this was hard for me to get into, but once I finally got over that hurdle, I was obsessed with these two characters. I think in the other two books, I didn't realize how Henry actually was, and then in this book, they go into more detail. And at first, I thought I had no connection to this book. I had no connection to the characters, but after I got into it, these characters are so wholesome. I really enjoyed getting to know Henry. I liked his dry banter. I did rate it a 5 out of 5 because of the turnaround. I thought it was so interesting how the author could bring back the characters and make them relatable, even though I definitely thought they weren't. I thought I was going to DNF this book. Promise Me Not by Megan Brandy. I loved Say You Swear. So as soon as this book came out, I went and grabbed it up. Books are emotional roller coasters. I did love this book. I thought the story was great. I thought the story was super emotional, but it wasn't as good as Say You Swear. Promise Me Not is about Ariana's brother, so I think that's why I didn't get into it as much. I didn't really want to read his story. However, Peyton, okay? Her story is so emotional, and I love her character. I love how strong she is. Oh my goodness, Chase. I feel like I'm at the point, if she wrote a book about him, I probably wouldn't read it. I despise his character so much. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 only because Say You Swear was top tier, and this one wasn't quite there. I finished up Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I am obsessed with this book. I finished this book, and I'm severely confused at what's in the next few books because there's so much character development in this particular book. So far, out of the series, this is going to be my favorite book of the series. I feel like Aelin finally accepts who she is. She also learns how to use her magic. She's not hiding anymore. Aelin continues to be one of the strongest female characters that I've read about in a series ever. We're introduced to a brand new character, Rowan, who I also really like. I cannot wait to see what is in store for his character. When I asked people which book in the series was their favorite, everyone says the next book, so I'm very confused as to what could possibly be better than her development in this book. Rated it a 5 out of 5. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to continue the series. And lastly, for the month of November, Not in My Book by Katie Holt. I got it as an ARC, and I'm super happy because this book was so much fun. I don't know if it's the fact that I got it in audio format or the story itself, but I really enjoyed this book. It's a rom-com. It's so funny. Two competitive writers who have the hots for each other. Their banter was great. FMC was super relatable. The MNC was relatable at times too. What really made this book is the audio version. If you have the time to get the audio version, highly recommend. Even if you're against audiobooks, get the audio version. The narrator did so well. And there you have it. That's my reading wrap up for the month of November. Total of 6 books. I have no complaints. Which one of these books have you read?